those of you that did to respond to me for what you really needed, a couple people, and I know that Mr. Hendrick was one of them, said they wanted more than just the PowerPoint type technology. So he had done one for cohort 1 and 2, and he was sharing it with me, and so I said, for 1, and I said, why don't you come do it with our cohort? And then another thing that you had asked for was some licensure information. So in January, we're going to have licensure information for you. So I'm trying to respond to the needs that you've shared with me. And I don't know, I hope you read the email all the way through. The reason that we changed the date is because CTE has something fun planned for Thursday, and we're not invited.
What? Well, certainly are.
Well, but you're CTE. Ms. Heston asked me to change it. So Dr. Nagoma, you are in charge.
Thank you, Ms. Black, for giving me the opportunity. Instead of focusing on a whole range of technologies, I wanted to focus on 4. But first, why do we integrate technology? Why do we need this? These are the key reasons. I may have missed 1 or 2, but first, for engagement. Autotelic, exotelic, you get them in for a purpose. Okay, and you make sure that they really want to learn. Parental involvement. If you're using Schoology, for example, the parents will see what you're doing. Using Class Dojo, parents will see what you're doing, how their child is performing in your class. So parental involvement. Community. If you have a website, of course, the community will see what's going on in your classes. Learning management. You can manage learning through Class Dojo, Edmodo, Schoology, the 21st century skills. And of course, we're going to talk about the 21st century skills. But first, I want you to take this survey here. Go ahead and use your cell phone.
Oh, I didn't bring mine. Now, where are they right now?
Oh, you go to the public drive?
Oh, I can do it on.
Okay.
I can go to one. I was going to do it too, but I didn't.
You go here.
Oh, okay.
Log on to a computer and go to my name.
Yes.
Go to my folder. 2013, 2014. And I understand I have an hour or so with you, so I'm making sure I don't keep you here too long.
You just see the login right there.
Okay, so now use, I think this works best with Mozilla Firefox. Take the survey. Which 21st century skill is most important for your students? And if you go to the survey, you click on that link, this is what you're going to have, but you don't need to go there. I want you to use your cell phone.
Yes, ma'am.
And tell me which one of this do you think is most important? Is that communication? If you think you're going to text the code to this number here, 37607, and if you think it's communication, it's 366051. If you think it's collaboration, you have the number, critical thinking, problem solving, self-direction. So go. And this is something you can use in your class. And students will love to use their own cell phone. So you're using a website called Polls Everywhere.
And in
Everywhere.
the message part, you put that number.
Yeah. The number you're sending to, it's this number. The message part, you put this. And so go ahead. See? Mm-hmm. And this is one way to see what's going on. And you can do this in your class using polls everywhere. The website is also same thing, pollev.com, but it's a polls everywhere. Okay. So we have 2, 3 have voted for critical thinking. Okay. No one has chosen collaboration. We have 1 communication, 1 problem solving, and 1 self-direction. So tell me why you think it's a critical thinking. Oh, I see 2 for the first one, yes.
I think that for a lot of the other ones, like collaboration and problem solving, communication, even self-direction, those are all predicated on critical thinking. So I think critical thinking precedes the other ones. You need critical thinking skills to engage in those other activities well.
Excellent, excellent. Can I have another view of this? Does everybody agree?
I like what he said. I weighed in on problem solving, and I'm just really thinking in a very macro sense because a lot of my curriculum right now is finance related, and the ability to solve problems is really high on my students' micro success, you know, just in my class.
Okay, so can someone who selected the communication tell us a little bit why you think it's communication? And of course, it's very important for students to be able to communicate. We have a problem where students can really understand the content, but they don't know how to verbalize their thoughts. So communication is very important, whether it's verbal or written, very important. So this is a tool that you can use anytime. You can use it for warm-up, you can use it
Miss
for...
Shirley, when you have a minute, please come to Ms. Slaughter's office. Miss Shirley, please report to Ms. Slaughter's office.
You can use it for unit review. You can use it for a variety of learning activities. Okay, so if you click on this link here, and again use a Firefox Mozilla, this gives you an overview of the free tools that you can use. And the last time for Cohort 1, I went over the whole Prezi presentation, and I showed them a number of tools. I'm not going to do that today, but just see, this is what you have. Okay, first you have a video here that it's a 2-minute video. If I can play it, let me see.
In Tiffany Ball's math class, the sound of shuffling papers is nearly a thing of the past. In this class, the paper has been replaced by the iPad. These kids are on the cutting edge, and they love it.
It's really cool, and it's really nice to have them because we don't have to waste a lot of paper on work, and we can use our work on the iPad.
You're more interactive with it, instead of just watching the teacher do it off the board, you can do it on your screen, and everybody's doing the same thing, so you can all check your work.
It's technology. They're kids. They love it. I use it as an incentive even when they finish an activity to get to kind of delve into something that we've talked about in class to go deeper. So it helps them remain focused.
These iPads have been a revelation, and it all happened because a teacher saw her chance to do something grand and went for it.
The math coordinator let us know about an opportunity that United Way and TI did together, and you could submit a proposal to either get $5,000 for your individual classroom or $25,000 for a grade level. So I chose to do the $5,000, and basically they narrowed us down. They came in and watched me teach. I had to do a whole written proposal on what I would do. It was just...
Okay, so this, I took the video from YouTube. It's called Making Math Fun. You're really engaging students because you're using something they like, iPad. So technology is driving instruction. And look at some of the tools you have here. You have photo editing. I'm not going to go over all these tools here, but you have photo editing. You have a video resources, look, photo teach, Animoto, and so on. This is the one we're going to explore today. So we are going to explore photo pitch, but you can use Animoto, you can use Screener, photo story, use Stream, Mixbook, FlixTime, Video. Okay, and also here, instructional videos. You find a lot of instructional videos from Discovery Education. I'm going to briefly touch on that. Discovery Education, and I'll show you how to access the website and how students your students can also access the website. This website here, TED, take a second and go to search, type your subject, and you see the kind of videos that you find there from professionals. And that's a great resource. Brain Pop, all these programs have free apps, iPad apps or tablet apps. And I downloaded the programs and used them here. Okay, so the part that might be interesting here for some of you, what? Oh, I clicked on the link, no. Quizzes. Look at some of the websites that can help you. Miss Heston can tell you how much she likes this website since we talked about it. Can you share it? Share with them.
Nakia Brown, please report to the Media Center. Nakia Brown, please report to the Media Center.
When I first started teaching, I shared a room with Dr. Ngoma, and he witnessed a new teacher's struggles of getting the curriculum and talking and standing up there and lecturing and asking my students to take notes and then possibly giving them an assessment, do activity. Well, he turned me on to CUA and Quizlet and their online programs. The work's already been done for you. So many people have put quizzes, tests in there, and all of our curriculum, especially ours because we're on the computer so much, and it just opened a whole new world for me. They're actual test questions and concepts that your students are tested on the state exams, and it's just really helped. So thank you so much.
This one has flashcards, so students can go over flashcards. It has audio files, so they can listen to the content of the test and then take a test. You also have Kia. Kia also has activities for everyone. And I wanted to take just 2 minutes before we move on. Go to Kia/shared, kia.com/shared, and open another tab. Go to Quizlet. See what you have there. And this will save your life. It's a warm.
No joke.
You can
I had to go
this.
back to him. I'm like, how do you spell that again? Trust me, never ask for that spelling again.
And one thing Ms. Heston was doing was engaging students who were being disruptive. And I said, look, ignore them and teach. Get them, most of your class to follow what you're doing. And it did work. It really worked. Students complained at the beginning, but towards the end, if you know Ms. Heston, you know she's one of the most dynamic and effective teachers we have at Harvard now.
Oh, good kind. What is it, the Q, where do you hit share?
So, here, so, and let me just go there. So if you go to Kia forward, well, let me show you, so let me open another tab. If you do not have an account, if you have an account, this is where you go and you sign up here, and it's $49. So if you don't have an account, you go to shared, and this is for everyone. So if you go to shared now, look, you can go to activities and look at different subjects you have. Accounting, from accounting to business law, financial education, literature, speech therapy, psychology, physics, and so on. So if you go to search, you can type any concept here. For example, English, or health, or whatever you type there. Look, you'll find games, you find, and I link this activities to my website. So you can link this to your wiki website and have your students do this. So, and again, it's kia.com/share. Okay, now Quizlet. Let me go to Quizlet. Okay, one more thing about Kia. Let me show you what Kia allows you to do. Look, if you go to report, if you have an account, you go to report, it will break it down for you. Look, by question, how many students got it right, how many students got it wrong, and it gives you different types of breakdown. You can go to report, you can also go here. Look, I didn't select this here. Okay. So instead of ThinkGate, we use ThinkGate, but Kia is another resource that you can use for this. Now let me quickly go to Quizlet. Can you go to Quizlet? This is Quizlet, and you go to search. Just type whatever you want to, type whatever concept you're working on. Let me type hardware, go to search. Okay, look at this. You have all this here, and you can see the number of, you can see how many items you have. And you have flashcards. Okay, you have, students can go over the flashcards like that. And you also have the content right there. They changed it. You see the speller up there, and you can go back. And the test, where is the test? Okay, the test is right there. So you can select the test, and this is what I do. Look, I make the question multiple choice. Look, and then you deselect the written, deselect the match, deselect the true and false, and make sure the number of questions, you have the right number of questions here, and you go to reconfigure. Look, so now you have your multiple choice questions. And you can find, you will find the course you teach here. Everybody's course is here. Any question about this? Is this something you can use? Right. And if you go back to that, the Prezi, you see the Class Dojo for class management. I'm not going to show you how to use it today, but look, this website is making class management easy in my classes, because now I'm able to tell kids that if you're not, this is a grade, an actual grade in Power School, participation. So if you are not doing what you're supposed to do, the grade is going down. And let me go to start. Okay, I go to a student, and I can give them positive feedback depending on how they're behaving in my class. If they're on task, if they're helping someone, and now negative if they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Now, Gregory, you use that already, don't you? Does anybody else use it?
Do you want to share how, what type of difference it's making in your class?
Yeah, it kind of gives it like an air of like competitiveness in your classroom. And students do kind of compete because they want to have the most points and be the best, and they can visually see their progress in your class, behavior-wise, and then that helps my class a lot.
And you don't have to be in a classroom with several computers. This can be just on your computer, and you can control. So you just create your classes, and so that's a class dojo. So please, if you can, if this is something you think can make a difference in your class, go ahead and use it. Okay, today's focus, I'm going to focus on these 4 tools today. Schoology, PhotoPeach, Neopard, Discovery Education. I take about, I make sure in 30 minutes we're done with this. Okay, let me take you to the first, let me see if you're using this already. Is anybody using any of this? Okay, yes, which one are you using? Schoology, great, great. If you're not using Schoology, you may be using Edmodo. Is anybody using Edmodo? But I found Schoology to be more effective than Edmodo.
In what way?
Let's explore that.
Oh,
but
okay,
I
good
think
point.
you have discussions, you have polls, you have, it's just easy to manage activities and manage what students are doing. But Edmodo is great also. But I found Schoology more, and the network section, where you can network with several teachers across the United States and even outside of the United States. So teachers teaching the same subject you're teaching, you can network with them. But you can also network with teachers through Yammer. Are you guys using Yammer? So please go to Yammer. Yammer is like Facebook for us. And that's where you find all CMS teachers. You teach ESL, you find ESL teachers there. You teach English, you find the English teachers. So Yammer, it's a yammer.com. Okay, Schoology. Let's begin with Schoology. There is a video there, a short video that shows you how to use it. Yeah, that's Yammer. You create your account there and then just invite teachers or follow teachers. And every day I see struggles that teachers are encountering or facing, and people suggesting solutions, and it's just great because you're no longer alone. You're not working in isolation anymore. So you're working with other teachers throughout the district. Okay, so Schoology, you create an account and then you add your classes. And so let's explore Schoology. You want to take 2 minutes, just watch the video. Or if you want me to play it here,
Please call student services at 2102.
I'll play the video here. Nope. I'm not going to play the whole thing. About 3 minutes of this. So watch this.
A lot of you might not find this as relevant as it might be, because we're still getting all of our digital infrastructure set up in terms of our one-to-one programs and computers around the school. But I just thought I'd give you a quick window into some of the possibilities that really are going to be available to us once all of that is set up.
So while you listening,
and how it could make our lives a lot easier,
use
and also
Mozilla,
make it a lot more
create an
engaging
account.
For students. First thing I want to introduce you to is called Schoology, and you can create subscriptions to different.
Let me stop it. So this is Schoology. And look at my Schoology website, my Schoology account, sorry. Because I joined all these groups, almost every day they come up with a topic and they're discussing. So I joined, I believe, 4 or 5 groups. And you have the activities there that's going on. So this is where you go to create your courses. You see, you go to create. When your students create an account, they're going to join a course. You see there, you have create and join. So let me go to one of my classes here. Game art and design. So you see, when they join the code, you give them an access code. Look at the access code here. This is where you find the access code, right here. And students must have that access code to be able to join your class. And sometimes this happens a lot. Students will lose their password. So if they lose their password, what do? You go to members. You see members there. If you click on the name, look, you can change the password. But have your students use their student ID. That way it's going to be hard for them to lose their password. But if they do lose it, look, you can unenroll a student, you can change the password, you can send them a message. Okay, look at course option, but this is what I like the most. Look, discussion. I have discussions with my students. And look, for example, trends in gaming. That's my assignment. I didn't format that properly, but look, my students come and respond. So I give a topic, and then they respond, and also I have students responding to other students' posts. You must respond to 2 posts. And this is where you focus on grammar, you focus on the mechanics of grammar, the structure of your sentence, paragraph construction, and I talk about the meal plan, main idea, evidence analysis, and the link, you're linking it to the next paragraph. So we're talking about not just the content, but we're talking about the writing. So, and you make sure that they're not just writing for the sake of writing, but they're writing for a purpose. They're actually contributing to what's going on. And you have to watch them. You have to set your guidelines. I've seen one of my students go online and make fun of another student. And understand that this is public. Everyone can see that. So if you allow that to happen, this is where you have to be very, very careful, because, hey, liability can be liable. Because if they start something here and it goes on outside, they leave the school, okay, they get into fights. So this is where you need to make sure that you control everything that happens here. Look, I have some topics here. For example, look, it's very easy. For example, just a quick thing. Is creativity innate or nurtured? Boom. Go ahead and they go, and oh, I think it's innate. And they go right about that, and students respond. And also, this is the kind of response that I don't allow. I agree. I disagree. I agree. Why do you agree? I disagree. Why do you disagree? You have to give a reason. Okay, grade book. Look, you can manage your grades here, but I like to do it through PowerSchool, but this is another way for you to manage your grades. So you can have your grades here. You can have a calendar. We'll go back to that. You can have, oh, but this, the feature here, I like this feature here. Look, your badges. So you can select, for example, perfect attendance, good listener, leadership, most improved student, participation, and you check it. You select, look, select what you want. For example, okay, I'm going to select this: leadership, most improved student, participation, positive attitude, problem solver. If you click add, this will be here, and then you can just go to somebody's name. Okay, I think this student is displaying leadership. I'll go to leadership, check. Okay, I think this student here is displaying positive attitude, check. So that's badges. You can also take attendance here. Just like you can take attendance through your iPad or through your tablet with Teacher Kit and Class Dojo. You can also take attendance with Class Dojo.
I want to add, if anybody teaches IB, you're going to be required to have a Schoology website for all your IB classes that's coming. So if you don't have one already, that's a push for IB across the board, so that students in all their IB classes have a Schoology course for all their classes.
Okay, and the first time you start using this, sometimes it's a little confusing or overwhelming, but once you get it, and the good thing is the teacher's already using the program. So you have a question, you ask Miss, okay, you ask her the name, please. I'm sorry. Okay, so you, she's one of the teachers using the program. I'm using the program, and there are other teachers here. So please, sorry, if you use Yammer, you'll find many teachers using the program. Okay, analytics. Look at what you can also do here. You can see the activities on your website. How many people have used it, you know, how much time they've spent on the site, assignments, you know, who turned in their assignments, who did not, discussion, I like to take you to assignments so you can see. Yes?
So do you do most of these, do you have them do it outside of school, or do you expect them to do it during class time?
During class time.
Okay.
So I use it, for example, as a warm-up or any activity I give them. I say turn it in on Schoology.
See, I would love that. I just think about, in terms of my classroom, which is an English classroom, I don't have computer access for all of my kids on a consistent basis. And I do have iPads that my team can use, but even then, it would be 10 of them for 30 kids to a class. And so I wonder about how functional this is whenever it's a lot more, when there's limited computer access. Right, I guess I just question, what about when they don't have it at home? You know, and I guess, like, has that been a problem for you, Gregory, with any of your kids, like, not having access to Schoology?
Not really.
You can get it on your phone. I mean, so if they don't have a smartphone and they don't have access to home, there's a few cases like that.
Yeah.
They can do it anytime that week during lunch. They can go to the I'll write them a pass for lunch in the media center. I've got iPads or computers they can hop on if they finish their work and do it in their class.
Okay. Huh. That's also true. Yeah,
Right.
That's actually pretty consistent with my kids.
Or they can.
No smartphone and no access to home.
They just don't have internet access, and so like I mean I've told them, you know, go to the library, whatever. But I would love in my classroom to be completely paperless and to be able to do this every day. That'd be wonderful. But I know that at this point it's not feasible.
Can you use the lab too?
Yeah, but I mean usually, at least with English, that usually tends to go for 11th and 12th grade. Because they're doing the research projects throughout the entirety of the semester. So like, the thing is, yeah, I'm just thinking about how to integrate it because I think it's really useful and it's holding so many things. And it seems like it would make my life a lot easier. And
You can't require it on a weekly basis
Which would be my
for English
concern.
10 general, because of also EOC driven type
Right.
stuff. But you can make it a RAM activity that involves the writing and the EOC type stuff, and you can probably borrow iPads
like I
every
have
few
10,
weeks,
right?
and I have 5. You know what I mean? And you probably maybe 3 assignments a semester or something like that to get them exposed to doing it might be all that you can give them.
Or like, only use it for like, you were saying small groups, or if you
Right.
have a student that you're kind of like, I'm going to throw you on the computer.
Or even if we did like, the little, what is it, the group activities or the sections, whatever,
Yeah.
have one station.
That's
for
like
the
school.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Like if we did stations or something.
Okay, so find the best way that works for you. It doesn't work for everybody. So look at this, assignments. If you go to your assignments, you create your assignment by going to add assignment. You add your assignment, okay. Okay, you give a title, description. This is where I place my content. If you have a file that you want to upload, Word document or a PowerPoint, you just upload it there. Select the date. Select the date for the activity and for the assignment, and the category. Create one if you don't have one. Look, I have daily assignment. I even have RAM block. You see it there? I have RAM block. And that's it. The assignment will be there. To submit their assignment, they click on, oh look, this is how you see who has completed their assignment on time or late. It will say there that it's late. Late if it's after the due date. And you can grade your assignment. Look, if you click here, you go to an assignment, that's where you grade it. And you can type some comments here and then show to student. And so, and when I grade this, for example, I tell, this is an example of an activity that I give. Look at this. Go to the website, TED.com, watch a video on gaming. And this was about the 3D. List 5 facts or things that you find fascinating about the video. And briefly discuss the reasons of for your fascination. and then summarize the video. And then I give 100 here. If it's 100. If it's not 100, I give it there, and then I explain why. And then I make sure the student sees it. And so when they log in, it will show them that you have 95. Why do I have 95? Read my comment. Okay. So this is Schoology, and look, if you click on course options, you have all these options here. Send messages and so on. You can also allow students to send you messages. Notifications. Your courses are here. And you can also go to groups. Where is that? Groups. This is where you can find other teachers. You can join different groups. You can see all the groups here. And I joined some of these groups here. Differentiation, look, you go to differentiated instruction, you find teachers discussing, the experts. You even find people with PhDs discussing this. So what they're doing. You find, you go to Common Core, you have computing, one-on-one computing, professional. I only joined those five groups. You can join as many groups as you want.
Do the students need email addresses in order to log on to this program?
No.
Okay, so we can set it up where they just have to access the code to our class.
Yes, You just give them the code here, the access code. Yeah. Okay, any question about the Schoology that we still need to discuss? Okay, let me quickly, I promise that I've finished at 3:30, right, Ms. Black?
Yeah, because and tis the season where some people have things to do.
Yeah. Okay, Nearpod. Let me quickly go to Nearpod. This is a program that allows you to give a presentation and control the presentation. Instead of students, usually with PowerPoint you are on one slide, students are on another slide, and with this is. Okay, look, this is a presentation I gave today, for example. And live session, if you go to live session, okay, resume live session. There is a code that you see here. Look, that code there, students will select the join session. So they go to the website and just click on join session. You see join session there. And they go to join session and they will see this. If they join the session, okay, you will see every student that's logged in, and you make sure that everybody's there. Look, these are the students who logged in. So when it starts, this is what you have. Then you control their presentation. So right now, if you go ahead, type this code. Go to join session as a student and type GYWBF. GYWBF. So go to Nearpod with O, nearpod.com. And type in the code here, and I will be able to control everything on your computer.
Join session.
Yeah, join session and type GYWBF. Yes.
Can you upload something that you made from, say, PowerPoint?
Yeah.
On here. Okay.
This, if you go to create, this, for example, I created I didn't create the PowerPoint. I just uploaded my PowerPoint, and then you can even add questions. You can take polls. You can have a quiz. That's why I added the video you see there, the video tutorial. And so this is Nearpod. Now look, is everybody in? Okay, can I move on? Now watch. See? And that's where you type your name. Go ahead, type, and then I ask students to use their first name or last name, something that I will recognize. And look, I started getting names like Baby D. I said, I don't want to see this. Baby D, I don't know who's Baby D. You see? You see? Okay, but if you see some adding the ID is just optional. You see there? You see? And you move on. If I move on, look. And then I talk about this. So now no more. I don't know which slide you're on. So we are all on the same slide. This is Nearpod.
And do you recommend like Google Chrome?
Mozilla.
Mozilla.
Yeah,
Okay.
Mozilla Firefox.
Okay.
And at the end, I didn't add questions for this one, but if you go to create, you can actually add questions, take polls. At the end, for my other PowerPoint, I was able to do that. So any question about that one? If Miss Barnes uses the program, Miss Barnes in C128.
123.
123, yeah. So this is Nearpod. Now photo pitch. This should take us 5 minutes. Photo pitch, I think everybody should use photo pitch. A photo pitch is a very easy program, but it is a very, very useful for anything you're teaching in your class. Watch this. Students I get my students to teach the class. We co-teach the class. We all teach the class. They prepare a presentation like this. They come talk about it. And I assign them different aspects of the topic. And then I clarify the concept. So I'm no longer the only person teaching the class. We're all teaching the class. Yes.
Okay, photo pitch I like, but this is one of the issues that I have is the email situation. For them to sign up, they need...
They use their cell phone. I get them to use their cell phone.
What do you mean?
If they need to check it, if they need to check whether to confirm and so on, I ask them to use their cell phone and then just double check.
Well, I mean like to sign up to have an account, but
Yeah.
to use an account. You just have, what do you mean by using
They
an
have,
account?
for example, Yahoo. Now, if it tells them to go confirm, I tell them get your cell phone, go confirm, and then just go back.
A lot of my kids don't have it. Or like a lot of mine don't have email addresses.
I don't think photo pitch asks you to confirm. Is it asking you?
Well, it asks for an email address, period.
Yeah, they don't have
an
email at all.
Email. Yeah, they don't have email. So like, not to be a negative Nancy, but I want to figure out ways around it.
Okay.
Yeah, they can have Gaggle accounts.
So do you?
That's
So we
great.
do. We hook it up in the create, right?
Okay, so let me go to. I think you're raising a very important.
And that's still a thing with our students
Yes.
that we want. And I think when they have it, share it even, work together.
Yeah.
So, I
But-
mean,
So go ahead, create an account, everyone. Go ahead, create an account and see how easy it is. You just go to sign up for free. And I'm going to log in because I have an account.
so you don't have to buy rights to this one like you did with,
No.
which one was it? What I mean, they $49.95.
Kia. No, this one is free. And folks, if you attended the challenge-based learning workshop, this is the tool that they showed you to use. Okay, the photo pitch goes along with the challenge-based learning and the discovery education. So this is not this is one of the tools that teachers are using now, not 10 years ago. Okay. So photo pitch, and I showed you other tools that can work with this. Now look, you just go to upload and you just select your pictures. Look, I'm going to create something here. Just select some random pictures. Okay, my pictures will be uploaded. I have 9 pictures. Okay, 5, and you can see pictures are being uploaded. Okay, so your pictures are here. If you don't like a particular picture, just move it here, delete. When you go to next, that picture will not be included. Okay, so now you go to next, you can select the music you want.
No, they all, I don't think
You see?
so.
You just select the music you want. You see? Classic. Okay, you can even search YouTube to get a song. And you go to finish. And that's it. So create a quick video. Let me see what you can do in 2 minutes. And then we're going to conclude with Discovery Education. I just briefly touch on Discovery Education.
Nice. Go ahead. C-114, because I had to move my cohort meeting to today because of C-1 being Thursday. So we're in C-110, cohort 2 and 3, and coverage in Mr. Lewis is same as this one. So let's just whatever order it is. Let me look at your board.
Mr. Nicole, it says that I have a possibility I can go to YouTube and get a song. Can I go there and pick up a song that I want?
Yeah, but that's something you can explore later. Okay.
That's what I'm thinking. Because you said another alternative to PowerPoint.
Right.
Okay, so look, Discovery Education, this is where you go to get videos, folks. Look, Discovery Education, everybody must use Discovery Education. They came from wherever, I don't know, Florida, or to train teachers. But here, we're lucky I am a DEN star, meaning that's a DEN is a Discovery Educator Network star, which means you go through the training and you have to train people on Discovery Education, then you become a DEN star. You too can become DEN stars. So you attend, you go over the tutorials and then come give a training on Discovery Education. Then you go fill up the form on the website. So, and you become a DEN star.
Gamal, there is, well, there used to be, I'm sure there still is. Oh, health education, like, boom. I used to use it as a health teacher years before I became, before Harding.
Okay.
It was really good. And they had it as an in-service for all health and science teachers a few years back, the district did.
Okay. Now look, oftentimes teachers don't know how to access the website and how to get their students. Let me have your attention, please. Teachers sometimes don't know how to access the website. Look, it's your first name, last name, the school code, and then the password is that. And you have your student there. This is how you get in, and you will find all kinds of videos. For Edmodo, if you want to use Edmodo instead of Schoology, this is the website. Okay, so this is the website, and this is the school code.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the school code to be able to use Edmodo. And remember, Edmodo is just an alternative to Schoology, but I find Schoology more useful. For 21st century skills, folks, go to this website here, P21. P21, 21st century skills. You'll find the Common Core documents there, and these are some of the tools that we talked about. Yammer being one of the most important tools.
Can we go back to that Edmodo?
Edmodo, okay. Edmodo, okay, this is Edmodo, this is the website. So CMS has its own account. You have CMS.edmodo, okay? And then you have the school code. So with the Ed model, what I did not show with Discover Education, you create your account, My Content, and save videos to My Content. And students will access the videos that you place in My Content or your playlist. Okay? You still writing this?
Yes.
Okay.
What do you guys think? It sounds like Edmodo is a thing of the past. We might as well convert to Schoolology. Sounds like it, huh? Convert to Schoolology.
I never used
Schoolology.
it.
Yeah.
I mean, I went to the technology conference over the summer, like 2 years ago, and I learned all of that, but I just, for me, and it might be that I'm a dog, but I've been using Schoology for a long time, and so it's just more user-friendly for me.
Yeah.
I'm not knocking Edmodo, I just
No,
never
of
used
course.
it.
Well, it's just, once you get used to something, and I have quizzes in there that I created, that's why I'm hesitant to change, because then I have to recreate those quizzes.
But you will, I combined the two. Look,
You do?
one time something happened, I don't know what happened, but with Schoology, I came one day and found one class deleted. And I had activities and students' assignments, and the whole class was gone, and I could not understand why it happened. And luckily I had Edmodo, and I could go there. So I combined the two. You'll be able to.
Right now you run both of them?
Yeah, you see, I'm there, that's me. See, and these are my classes.
Do your
These are the
students say,
classes.
what are we doing today?
Okay,
Edmodo or?
some students, if they can't access it, I can't submit my work on Schoology, I say, okay, go to Edmodo.
I got you covered. That's
Okay.
right.
So you can't come up with an excuse. I can't do this because I say, okay, go to Edmodo. Okay, and same thing. And here you also find several teachers here. Look, we even have a network for Harding. Look, Harding teachers, CMS teachers, and you have more than this. If you click on, which one was that? This one here, PBL 307, you find several teachers here from CMS. And look, you can give your tests, your quizzes, assignments, polls, same thing. Any questions, suggestion, comments? Yes, ma'am.
Student I have, when I do a faux pas with technology, they say, you need to go spend some time with Mr. Nagoma. You need to go see Mr. Nagoma.
Oh.
They sing your praises. They tell me to call you on the phone if I don't know how to do something online. That you are their technology god. So you need to know that. You need to
Wow.
know that. They worship you. They do.
Feel flattered and humbled. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very, very much for coming. Okay. If you have any questions, email us.
Send me brief feedback on how this can help you or ways you can use it, or when you do use it, I'd love to come and see it, or if you haven't used it before and it's something new. Okay? And keep the ideas coming for what you need, because this was changing.
Oh, for photo pitch, once your students complete project, save that link up there, the link that will come up there. That's how you can access their work. Yeah. Yes.
Did you sign in?
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
So much.